Hey, what's going on? My name is Juan, and you're watching The Fight Game. So, after the UFC 315 event, man, I got a lot of emotions about what's about to go down in the 155 and 170 division. So, earlier, Islam had made a tweet, an announcement, stating that the trajectory of his career was going to be based on what goes down in this event. So, if Belal were to win and stay at 175 as the champ, Islam was going to stay at 155 and fight Ilya. And that's the fight that we all wanted to see. And everyone was like, oh, the one time I wanted to see Belal win. Like, come on, Belal, we're rooting for you. And it's like, oh, man, this guy just can't catch a break. And I genuinely feel bad for the guy. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, fucking warrior. Came out there to fight. And he's probably not going to get another title shot soon. I mean, just isn't an exciting fighter. And Dana didn't want him as the champ. So it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. So Islam is going to be moving to 170 to fight JDM. I am kind of excited about the fact that he's going to be he has the potential to become a double champ and be in a whole new division, with a bunch of talent and really test out his skills and test out his legacy and do something that Habib couldn't. But it's all kind of like part of the plan that Islam was supposed to kind of like be the prospect and the guy that kind of like gets pushed forward, after. Like Habib kind of like built the legacy and the foundation, and then Islam followed it. I think it's a very beautiful story. So very excited about that. A little disappointed about the fact that we're not going to get an immediate Ilya versus Islam fight. That was supposed to go down in June. However, even though I'm disappointed, I did kind of believe that Ilya needed to prove himself just a little bit in the 155 division. I mean, I know he knocked out Max Holloway. Max Holloway has bounced around in the 155 division a little bit, but I still wanted to see a little bit more. Just to kind of see him get battle tested. And Charles Oliveira is a great way to see whether or not he can hang with the 155 guys. So, and it's not going to just be like a walk in the park. I think a lot of people think that Charles' good days are behind him. And do I think Charles is going to be champ again? Probably not, but there's still a high, maybe not a high chance, but there's still a good chance that Charles could beat Ilya, and maybe, we never know in the fight game. We never know what can happen. So, and he's got his strong supporters. They're going to be rooting for Charles, and I respect Charles that, even though he's had a crazy road to the top as well, kind of like a losing streak, didn't do too well, climbed all the way to the top, lost the belt again, still in that top division, still kind of trying to get his way to the, get away back to the title shot. So, and it's great that he's going to get this shot with Ilya, and if he does beat Ilya, which would be crazy, he gets another title shot. So, exciting things, but, I think that Ilya's probably going to beat Charles, and then, we'll eventually get Ilya versus Islam, but, it's crazy, because it's like, man, like, there's this feeling that I have that, Islam, I don't know, because I'm like, what's the rush? Why, I know that Ilya needs to get battle tested soon, but also, you're the champ. If you really wanted that smoke with I guess I'm a little disappointed, because, instead of Islam versus Ilya, we're getting Islam versus JDM, who, I'm sure it's going to be a great fight, but it's not what we wanted. It's kind of just like that cheap alternative just so, Islam can become double champ, but it's I guess my thing is that, I don't like how, because of the law being friends with Islam, we're not getting this fight with Ilya, or that determined it. And it's weird, because it's just I don't know, maybe call me too cynical or call me too barbarian, but I know that Islam and Belal are buddies, but why can't they fight? I mean, they're not brothers. It's not like Islam would be fighting Habib for the title. I mean, get over it. I don't know, I just feel like this is a sport, and I know fighting's different than other sports, but in football, soccer, basketball, whatever, and football's a huge contact sport. They don't get to pick and choose. Oh, my friend's on this team, I can't fight him. I think it's that's when the fighters have too much autonomy of the choices of the people they're fighting. I feel like it's no, but also it's I guess it's a choice because Islam is moving to 170, but also I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy because it's like I'm only gonna go for double champ status if it's not my friend. So it's like, do you actually like? I guess it makes me question. Do you actually want to be double champ? Because I feel like if you wanted to be double champ, it wouldn't fucking matter. But maybe I don't know. Maybe that makes me sound like a bad friend. But also, this is a fight game, so. But you know what? Regardless, it's gonna be some exciting fights coming up. I'm excited to see Islam become double champ. Regardless, I'm excited to see Ilya versus Charles, and yeah, I mean, I guess my biggest fear is I just don't want Islam to get caught up in the 170 division, start trying to defend his belt in that division, and then kind of just forget about the 155. Like, oh, I don't need it. Like Ilya will be fine. Like, I don't know. I want there to be just that, like, I wish there was more urgency, and like Islam was more vocal about wanting to fight Ilya, and like acknowledging that would probably be his best fight. And like, I think that's the thing. Like, I want to see Islam get challenged, and like the thing is, the reason why I'm not too like happy about JDM is because like I feel like his ground game isn't like his striking's good, and that's gonna be fun, a good striking exchange, but the ground game, it's not like that elite like Illias. Like Illias is dangerous. Illias saying I'm gonna submit Islam. Like no one says that. No one just outright says I want to submit Islam Makhachev. Like that's crazy. So I wanted to see that, but hey, it is what it is. I'm excited about what's gonna happen, and I appreciate y'all tuning in and hearing me yap about this for however long this was. And stay tuned for the next one.